a guitar for us?
If you want, I can ask somebody to take
Yeah, sure,
you.
sure, sure.
Teacher, guitar you play ba? So after 2 or 3 minutes, the guitar
Yeah,
will.
sure,
Yeah,
sure. We will
I ask,
listen after 2 or 3 minutes.
I ask somebody to pick.
Okay, that's great. Okay, now tell us something about your country. Uh, what's your culture there in your country? As I am from Pakistan, and I would love to know about your country as you are from Myanmar. So tell us about some.
Myanmar, the former name of Myanmar. Hanawai Gitali Yupiba. The former name of Myanmar Gita. The former name of Myanmar is Burma, and we were colonized by British for many years, and then it's it located in southeast southeast part of Asia, and the official language is Burmese. Now we have many ethnic groups, like 135 dialects. We have dialects, and I belong to one of the ethnic groups called Chin, like Chin. And then in Chin, we have 54 dialects, totally different from each other. Among them, I speak four languages. So, and I am
Which
Christian.
which which four languages?
Um, in Chin language, yeah, we have 54 dialects in Chin language. Among them, I speak four,
Ah,
which are totally different from each other.
tell me about your traditional clothing. What are your traditional clothes? As I am from Pakistan, our traditional clothes is shalwar kameez. So, what is your traditional clothes in your country?
In yeah, Chin in Chin State. I'm originally from Chin State, border to India. Yeah, the western part of Myanmar, and it's a mountainous place and very cold. The weather is very cold, so we have to wear very thin and warm clothes and long clothes, something like that. And but in now my living place is called Yangon. Yangon is the former capital city of Myanmar, and now but Yangon is very, how to say, very hot. Even in December, I can stay with shorties, and yeah, but in Chin State, yeah, my friends who live in Chin State, they have to wear coats, long coats, hat, and yeah, muffler, and they use gloves and socks. Now they use it. So in Yangon, yeah, it's very
So,
hot.
so they use warm clothes in that state, and in which state you are right now, it's very hot.
It's Yangon. It's a little bit southern part of Myanmar. Yeah. So
That's great.
yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk about the if you talk about the natural resources of the Myanmar, as I read that they have a very good gold, zinc, these kind of minerals they have, and they sail all over the world. So do you like to wear a jewelry, gold jewelry?
Yes. Yes. Even now, I wear gold, and then I have some jewelries like gems, and then my wedding rings, and then my um, birthday rings. So yeah, and some jewelry here, earrings, and yes, yeah. As being a woman, yes, I like the jewelries, and yeah, for my beauty and for my confidence. Yes.
That's great. Okay, as you are a teacher, so and you also told me that you got it from your genes, as your mother and father also is a teacher, and you start teaching, and teaching is your passion. So tell me about your teaching technique, how you gather some kids. so they can learn English. And why you started teaching only English? Why you started teaching English? As English is not your mother tongue.
Mm-hmm. Um, to say that my parents are very good teachers, and they were my teacher as well in my early education, like grade one, grade two, something like that. And in elementary and in my high school as well, they were my teachers. They are my not only my parents but also my teachers. And then if if you if you choose me as your teacher, you will get fun because my teaching style is really fun. Yeah, my
Okay,
student.
okay. Let's. If I say okay, let's give us some demo. So if I'm your student and I'm a beginner of English, I just want to learn English from the beginning. How you can teach me the first lesson?
Okay, I have to use bilingual.
Okay,
The okay the the language that we can communicate, except from English. And I may ask you, what is your name? So what is your name? So I have to translate into the language that we understand. So what
okay,
is your name? That means what is your name? Well, when somebody asks you what is your name, you have to tell your name, something like that. And you can ask him or her again. So my class, mm, currently I have 6 students uh, online. When I teach them, I pair them two, 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 and I pair them.
group.
You ask, okay? The first person asks, and the second person answers. Okay. Now the second person asks again. The first person answer. So
Okay, so
it,
like you involve your students in a group conversation so they can dialogue each other and they can learn English so well.
true, true. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now let's tell me about if why you choose your study in the rural development section. Why? What's the main reason? As you love to teach English, why you didn't choose your major subject as a English?
I have Master of Rural Development Management degree, and then I want to share that knowledge. I don't want to keep it for myself, but I want to share to my people. And even though I live in Yangon, the former city of Myanmar, the city the infrastructure are are more like urban only in the downtown. But my living place is a little bit far away from downtown, 2 hours drive. So it's more like rural. So I want to share my people, my people about rural development. How do we development to our community? And as you know, our community is more like rural. That's why I want to share as much as I can. And the
Okay.
yes, the words, the subjects, the reading materials all are in English. Only my teaching would be our local language.
Okay, I got it. Okay, now tell me what is exactly the rural development and why you
It
choose this subject as your major.
mhm. Rural development is totally about doing development in rural in rural place. Yeah, rural is when I studied rural development management course in Thailand. One of my professors said, rural is not a poor place; it's a less resource place. Less resource place. So in that less resource place, how can we help that place to be developed? So I choose this as my master degree, and I choose this to share to my people because our living place, most of our living place are more like rural.
Okay, I got it. And maybe your son is crying.
Yes.
Sorry, sorry to disturb you. Uh, okay, now let's talk about something. Okay, one of our welcome your guests. Your show is very informative and knowledgeable. Thank you, Mr. Iqbal. Okay, now if we talk about rural development, so what kind of development you want to be in your area? As you told us that your where you are living is like far from a downtown. So tell us about what kind of development you want there in your area.
In my area, it's more like rural, less resource, and the infrastructure of housing is just one building, one building, one building. But in urban, we can see very tall and high building. But in my living place, just two, the most would be three stories of housing and something like that. And it's more like rural, and we walk, we walk, we mainly walk to the school or to the market. But in urban, we take a bus or we take a taxi to go somewhere. But in my place, mainly is walking.
But if I talk about like a lot of people from urban, they are moving towards rural areas and they want their houses like a farmhouses. They have some village kind of touch. So that's why you refer to urban. Like if some person is living in the urban area, he loves to live in the rural area. But you are in the rural area and you love to be in urban area. Why is it?
No, my living place is not rural area. They call city. They call city. They say it's the city and it's urban area. They say, but the people and the infrastructure and the accessibility of a hospital and school, everything are more like rural. So I we can say that my living place is half urban and half rural. So I can
Like if I ask you that what are the major issues in rural development areas, so you can tell us like what kind of things they are missing in those areas. Like your area is in the city, but it's missing schools, colleges,
uh, we
universities.
have school, we have hospital, but it's they are difficult to reach, to access.
Ah, I see.
To go to school,
It's too far. It's too
yeah,
far. Like
not too far, not physical, phys- not too far physically. It's just 10 minutes walk to reach to the school. But to study in school, the family must have school uniform, book, yeah, stationaries, something like that. If although the government say it's a free education, but the many students cannot go to the school because there are many needs like school uniforms, lunch, stationaries, and many things, something like that. For hospital, I we can take the bus, the public bus, just 10 minutes drive to arrive to the public hospital in my living place. But many people cannot access that hospital hospital how to say house hospital things because
okay,
yeah to get the services from the hospital there are many needs they ask many documents but the people cannot show they don't have they might not have the documents so they cannot access the hospital services.
okay. Like they have near hospital, but they don't have some kind of document from which they can show and they can use the basic necessities.
It's true.
Okay, and you're working on it. That's great. Okay, now something. Tell us about your university, from where you did your degree in the rural development. You did your master, and which university was that, and why you choose that university?
It's called Konkan University. It's located in Konkan City, northeast part of Thailand, and it's border
Okay.
to Laos. Mm, Laos.
Wh-
And
why you
um,
choose that university?
yeah, I apply at that time. I apply many universities in Australia, like London, British
Okay,
and America, and I apply many universities with
out of your
scholarship.
country for
Yeah,
scholarship.
yes, from my country. Only that Content University, in short, KKU, offer me full scholarship.
Oh, that's
That's
great.
why that's why I chose it.
That's great. So you studied for almost like 2.5 years or 3 years,
15 months.
15 months, 1.5 years. Okay, and you did your study in all in on the full bright scholarship.
Not full buy. The university offer me scholarship. They call KKU scholarship.
Okay, that's great. Okay, now let's move towards your guitar, as your guitar is there with you, and would love to listen something from you. So let's have a fun with the guitar and the voice of Roddy.
So, do you want to listen English or English songs or Burmese songs or my mother language song?
It would be good if you like, you can add 2 or 3 songs. You do a song, start from your mother tongue, and then move towards the English song.
Okay. My daughter is speaking. She asked me that if she's beautiful or not. I I want to sing a kid song. The language would be my husband language. He belongs to Karen, one of the ethnic minority ethnic groups in Myanmar. Now, Pali so sweet to the balcony, to the balcony, to the balcony. Pali so sweet to the balcony, Galuro, Galuro, Tona, Galuro, Tona. Pali so sweet to the balcony, Galuro, Tona. This is the language that my husband used. Mm, Now, English song.
Alon Kongsai.
Sorry,
Alon Kongsai.
what does it mean? You are you are mute. Right?
Sorry. I was reading on the Google, and it says like it's mean like very good.
Oh, okay. Very good in
L1
English is con nè,
Kongai.
good
Kongai.
con. You raise me up so I can stand the mountain. You raise me up to walk on stormy sea. I am strong in shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
That's great, and your voice is also very good.
Thank you.
So
You
it was
can
such a
find me
nice,
on
it's such a
YouTube.
nice to talk with. Thank you so much, Roddy. It's such a nice talk with you and discussion with you. We did. Thank you so much for your precious time. And it's time to end our show here. Thank you so much. Take care. And we have to end our show here. And a good night from Pakistan for you. Take
Okay.
care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So